Yo, your mom just called, and I think she said Chiquito Tafai just came out with a new episode. Now, if you're thinking what I'm thinking, I think it's time that we sit back, relax, and tune into this week's episode. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Chiquito Tafai. I'm your host, Kaya.
And I'm the co-host, Colby.
And it is a new week, a new episode. Colby, how have you been?
It's been a minute. It's been a while.
Yeah,
Nothing much has happened, but just been doing my own thing, you know?
As you should. So, just jumping the gun and getting right into it. Have you seen the new One Piece Lego set announcement?
I have not. I haven't gotten into One Piece yet because I'm scared that I might like it, and then I'll have to watch all the episodes.
So I have started, I'm almost caught up to I think Egghead arc or whatever's going on. So I'm almost caught up, and I started watching it last year.
Dude, there's 1,000 episodes.
I know, and I'm almost caught up.
Insane.
Because there's a lot of filler episodes, so you can skip a good chunk of them, which is maybe 30 episodes already in one. But where I'm trying to go is they released different Legos for One Piece, and the main thing that they released was, I think it was the first ship.
Mm-hmm.
So it hasn't come out yet. I think it comes out in October or something. But the original ship that they have, I can't even remember what it was. I think it was Sunny or something, or Sunny 2. But that's coming out. They have Sanji's restaurant. There's it's a lot. But the pricing for it, it's not bad in my opinion, especially in this economy.
Are you gonna buy it?
Absolutely.
Okay, how much is it?
So the ship is the biggest one, and that's almost $100. Will I invest?
Not that bad for Legos, I feel like.
I mean, I bought the Office Lego set, and that was I think $100, maybe $80 at the time, because I think it went on sale.
I mean, Legos get expensive, so I feel like $100 is relatively cheap for them.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's not when you think about it, it's not bad because you're making art with it.
Oh, that bitch has
True.
Terrible.
But have you've bought Legos before, right?
Yeah, I've had Legos before.
Nah, I'm not talking about Lego Duplo, okay?
I've had those as well.
Oh, you had the Duplos? That's crazy.
No, well, look, I was a Lincoln Log guy, you know?
Lincoln Logs.
Yeah, you ever had Lincoln Logs?
No, I played with it at daycare one time.
They're fun.
But there's no point in them just making it's a log cabin or something.
Yeah, and that's cool.
What else can you make? A pyramid out of logs?
Yeah.
That's
I don't see your point. I think Lincoln Logs are cool.
I'd rather have a Lego set because then you spend hours or maybe a few minutes putting together a certain thing, and then next you know you have a sculpture that you can be I bought it and I created something magnificent. I even have I think I have a Lamborghini somewhere in the house it was a Bugatti. I built a Bugatti somewhere laying around the house, and I have a Ferrari somewhere in my drawer right now.
But you could also just do that with IKEA furniture as well.
But I don't have room for furniture, nor do I have room for Legos. I think it is a good investment if you it's an expensive hobby, but it's a good investment when you have enough space to create what you want with that.
I mean, I think it's cool. It could just definitely fill up space in your house really fast, and then it's what now kind of thing.
Somebody had bought the carousel of it, and it was Technics and regular Lego together, and that thing was huge. I think it was $200 for it or so, but it was you could wind it up and go with your hand, and then it had a little battery that you had to build too. And I was that's something I would buy, but then I would get irritated and take it all down.
Wow.
Because I don't want to spend forever on a Lego set. I want to spend at least a good maybe a day or two. I don't want to spend a whole week opening up tiny bags.
But isn't that part of Legos though?
It is, but I get frustrated when I say if I'm spending a lot of time. I'm very detailed with it. And one time I was building the office, and I literally got two pieces stuck together. and they were the wrong pieces. And it didn't come with like the special tool that you have, like when you put the special Lego builder tool.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to use a whole like toothpick to get it out because I couldn't do it. Like I scratched my whole knuckle trying to take the pieces apart. But then I bought, what else did I buy? I bought something else. It may have been the Office. It's just I couldn't like use a piece for it. But those little helping like tools, they definitely help a lot. That's a good investment. I appreciate Lego for that.
I've never used one of those.
You should. It's pretty nice. But you only get them like when I think it's like after like 1,000 pieces or so. So if you have like a 50-piece like Lego set, you're not going to get that tool.
Mm-hmm.
You got to pay to have help.
I'm pretty sure you can just buy them separately as well.
But I mean, it comes with the Lego. So why would I pay for something when I can get it? Why would I pay for an extra piece when I get it for free after my main purchase?
Sure.
Right. But enough about Legos. Do you have an expensive hobby?
Not really. I try and keep my hobbies cheap as possible. There's like video games. Like, yeah, those can get expensive if you're constantly buying a new game.
Like The Sims?
I usually just play games that I have. Like, I have a backlog of tons of games, and I'm still catching up to this day. I mean, don't get me wrong, though. I wish I had an expensive hobby where I would be out more, because most of my hobbies just include staying at home and doing my own thing.
Maybe you should get into like go-karting or something.
I would love to do that, but it's expensive.
I mean, it's a nice little hobby, though.
Sure.
When you're racing, but not like, I wouldn't say go-karting for fun or nothing.
I mean, there's a shop near me that sells golf carts. I could just ride around the neighborhood. You should
get a golf cart. Treat yourself.
Exactly.
Expensive.
With what money, though?
An expensive little treat. Take out a loan. You'll be fine.
Ooh, no.
Oh, as we're doing this recording, I am tired. This time change has me like I'm in and out. I feel like you on a typical Saturday night.
I'm not that bad on Saturday nights.
Kobe, the last time we did an episode together, you said, "Oh, I'm so tired. I can't function."
Because I was.
Yeah, you had no sleep. That's how I feel. Like this whole entire time, like spring forward is not helping me. Like it's almost 10 o'clock at the time of this recording, but it feels like 11 or midnight.
I mean, I don't have really much of an issue right now.
Well, you stay up for 3 days straight anyway, so it doesn't make a difference.
True. Yeah, I went to work Monday and did not sleep that night beforehand. So.
Yeah, and I woke up late this morning for work. But it's okay. I still made it on time. Yay!
Speeding.
Have you seen the TikTok? Well, I know you don't have TikTok. Have you seen the video of the girl that asked to be Amish?
I haven't. Although I've heard one thing about it when just scrolling the internet.
So this little girl, I think it was like her 9th birthday or something. I don't even know what it was. But it was her birthday, and all she wanted was an Amish themed birthday party.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like kids that have like weird fixations. And so she wanted to be Amish. So she was just like, I just want Amish stuff. I just want to have like a no technology kind of ordeal, like just a basic birthday. Her aunt got her an Amish outfit. And this little girl was so excited. She said, "Oh my gosh, I'm ready to go put it on." She runs off, puts it on, and she comes back and she has this dress on. And then she has like the Amish hat like on the back. And she sits down on the floor and she goes, "We have to turn the lights off." She gets up, turns the lights off because like the Amish people, they don't have electricity. Well, some of them don't have like electricity and stuff. So she does that, and she sits in the floor again. She goes, "This is the best birthday ever."
Oh my god.
And it was trending, and I think it had like at the time, like when I saw it, it was like 2 million likes already. But she was so excited because all she wanted was to be Amish. And then like a week later, she made another TikTok, and it was her making butter the Amish way.
Mm.
Like her parents got her a whole ass Amish mixer. Like the hand mixer. Like you attach it to like a mason jar and you start mixing it. They got her one, and now she's making the butter. She was like, "We're making butter the Amish way." And her little brother pops up. He goes, "I want to be Amish too." And she's like, "Yeah, he wants to be Amish." And I'm like, not you got the whole family wanting to be Amish, but
I didn't know the Amish recruited people.
oh, I mean, I love Amish people. Like, do not get me wrong. I used to watch like TLC Breaking Amish all the time, and I will say like the ones that were exiled, yeah, they were different, but like the ones that were still like within like the community, those were the fun ones. Like, just imagine waking up every day and getting in your horse and buggy. Like you take a horse and buggy to the grocery store.
I don't understand it.
You come back and Jedediah goes, "Go ahead and get those cows going." Next you know, you're milking a whole cow and you have what? Milk for the bread. And you're making bread for lunch. And then you have your handcrafted butter with a little bit of salt. And next you know, you got butter on toast. The Amish way.
I'm glad they're happy.
I mean, I don't...
It may be a little dystopian, but I'm also happy with my technological life.
I'm not gonna lie, I used to want to be Amish when I was a kid, but then I realized there's not many African Americans that are Amish.
So you can be one of them.
I don't want to be the first. Speaking of being the first, did you ever see the clip of like the Amish girl that was pregnant and her baby daddy was African American?
Nope.
The whole family was pissed. So she got pregnant, gave birth, and they're all looking at this baby like, "This baby's black." And they were like, "How did this happen?" They were like, "You're supposed to be able to." They were like, "We don't have any black in us. We're 100% white. Like, what is going on?" And she was like, had a baby, like not a baby out of wedlock, but she had a baby with an outsider, and the whole family was upset. And the brother was like, "You got a black baby? That's ridiculous." And I was like, the Amish people, they're nice people. It was just how the show portrayed some of them was just like disrespectful and a little bit racist. But I feel like Amish people are nice because like I've seen a few of them and I've never talked to them directly, but they're mainly nice. The ones that I've seen. And you probably know who I'm talking about. Like the ones that like they show up in that van every now and then, and they just get they literally get food and then pop in, pop out.
Maybe. I don't know. I never had a complaint or like a significant memory of it. So
I remember this one lady. She was literally, you could tell she was Amish. She came through in like this busted down van. And, I'm sorry. She came through in this busted down van and was like, "Yeah, I just want to get a chicken sandwich." I said, "You can have a chicken sandwich. I got you."
Dude, speaking of that, I do this unintentionally and sometimes I feel bad for it. When I'm taking somebody's order, I'll copy their accent straight back at them.
Oh, you're terrible. So terrible.
I do it unconsciously, and I'm just like, we're going to continue on with my normal voice. We're going to pretend that never happened.
Like, sometimes, like, you get those people that, like, they just talk so differently, like, you have to talk like them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've met a Canadian. I met a few Canadians, but now on, like, I don't say sorry correctly. I go sorry. And I'm like, that is my problem. I hang out, like, I watch too many Canadian videos. Also, shout out to Canada. I appreciate you. I love you guys so much. But I watch so many Canadian, like, content. that I feel like I'm turning into like a maple syrup lover every now and then.
But the real maple syrup.
Their bacon's not bacon; it's just a piece of ham. But I like Canada.
Not the Canadian bacon.
It's literally just ham.
It is.
But it's not bad, but it's just a piece of ham.
Ham's good, but it's not bacon.
That syrup is good.
Which one?
Canadian maple syrup. It's so good.
I haven't had Canadian maple syrup.
Well, it's okay. You're an American. You don't know
Only
any
the
better.
Aunt Jemima's one.
Aunt Jemima? Oh, I
Yeah.
love me some Aunt Jemima. You know they took her name away?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's fucking Pearl Milling Company.
Oh.
It sounds wild. But I miss Aunt Jemima. That lady on that bottle. Oh, Mrs. Buttersworth. Mrs. Buttersworth was really good. That was good on waffles. Now Aunt Jemima was good on pancakes.
I don't think I've had the other one.
I think they still make that one, but Aunt Jemima, they got rid of that one because it was a black lady on the bottle, and people were like, "Yiki."
Astonishing to me.
I mean, when you put a black person on a bottle, it's going to be good.
Yeah. So why'd they take her away?
I don't know. Everybody was trying to be woke at the time. Aunt Jemima's not woke. It's fucking syrup. Put it back.
How is that woke to take them
because
off?
Because they said it was like racist or something. Like they were like, "Oh, we can't put a black lady. She looks like a mammy." Like I was like, "It's just maple syrup. It's not hurting anybody."
It ain't that deep, bro.
But they take it too far. Just put the lady back on the maple syrup.
Exactly.
For a minute, I think we had that in my house, but like what my aunt would do, it was like we would get maple syrup from like Sam's and stuff. And when they changed it to Pearl Milling Company, we still had our Aunt Jemima bottle. So what she would do is like she would take the new bottle and just pour it into the old bottle.
Now that's crazy.
No, it's not. You would use what you have.
Nah.
She said it's just syrup, and it was, but the thing was like she didn't want Pearl Milling. She wanted Aunt Jemima.
Okay, but like, what?
when you have a little bit of culture in you, you'll understand.
What you're trying to say is you're too white to understand.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying when you understand using an old container for something new because you don't want to throw away the old container, it makes sense at times.
I mean, I understand like this and keeping it around. I guess,
as long as you're not using the Country Crock like butter bucket for something else, I don't even care. Don't care. Just don't put chili in. Don't put chili or salsa in the Country Crock bucket. Just throw the bucket away. Get a new one.
Do you know people that do that?
Yes, I do, actually.
I do too.
I'm not going to put them on blast. Hell, I even saw I saw a TikTok of somebody. They were like, "Oh, I thought I had fruit punch at the house." It was like a carton of fruit punch. They poured it into a glass. It was a carton of beans.
Huh. A carton of beans. Beans.
It was a carton of like black-eyed peas or something. I was like,
oh,
no, that's
not different. Even Bush's.
Why would you put Bush's baked beans in a fruit punch carton?
Why would you put black-eyed peas in a fruit punch carton?
As somebody who doesn't have containers, like if you don't have enough containers, that's understandable. But I'm not gonna eat that. I'm not sorry. I'm not gonna eat that.
Not the black-eyed peas.
I mean, black-eyed peas are good.
I don't want a piece of that.
We're getting off track. Growing up, did you ever watch wrestling?
Not really. It wasn't my thing. I do know somebody who does, though.
No, you did not live if you never watched wrestling at all. Like, you didn't watch, like
WWE specifically?
Yeah, like WWE. So you never watched WWE at all?
No.
Oh, Kobe, you have... Oh, my God.
I know
you have not lived.
I have... Brother, you're the one not living.
I have lived because I watched WWE. I used to watch it religiously every Monday and Friday night. You don't understand. After you get home from school,
Did you watch Unis Honest?
Watch what?
Unis Honest?
What the hell is that?
You didn't live.
I don't get. Listen, let me finish my rant. You didn't come home from school and be like, oh, it's Monday. It's Monday Night Raw coming on at 8 p.m. Central. And then Friday nights, it's the weekend. And you're like, oh, it's Friday Night SmackDown. And you knew it was going to be good every single time. You did not live. Hell, you weren't even a kid who had a flip phone who would play like the theme song of like Daniel Bryan or Randy Orton or hell, Kane and The Undertaker, and you played wrestling with your siblings or your cousin in the living room and got in trouble for it every single time.
Now, I play wrestled.
No.
And I got in trouble for it a lot.
No, you had to do the whole intro. So we would like, when I was growing up, this is like back then I had a sliding phone and I would go on YouTube because like back then you had to pay for internet. So I would go on YouTube and I would look up.
What did you do? You have an 8-year-old.
Go on, continue your rant.
Oh, you make my blood pressure go up. Shut up. But I would go on YouTube and it would load so slow. But I would look up Daniel Bryan's theme song and I would have the volume all the way up on it, right? And the volume wasn't that loud. So it was like a faint. It was very faint, but like you could hear like the sound like breaking a little bit. It was breaking up because it was too loud. So I would have Daniel Bryan's theme song going on, and you see me coming down like through the kitchen. I'm like, yes, 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 and then I jump over the couch, and then it's my little brother's turn, so I had to turn it off and then go to his thing, and he would always do. I think he would do Randy Orton or Shawn Michaels or even I think it was Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho was his thing, so I would get the music for him, and. No, it was Shawn Michaels. So all you hear is like Heartbreak Kid playing in the background. He comes out and he was like, "You think I'm cute? You think I'm sexy?" And he's walking doing the whole dance and everything. And then he flips over the couch, and all of a sudden you hear like he cheats. He goes ding ding ding, grabs me by the neck, flips me, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" I said, "I'm about to lose." And like, keep in mind, I was a really fit kid, but you would have thought I was a fat kid on a fucking treadmill. How I was breathing.
Jesus.
Because we would flip off the couch, and like at the time I was shorter. I was like 2'8", but at the time, like I would jump off the couch and like I would like do like an elbow off of him and everything, and like we would do like the submission poses, and I got him into one submission. He was like ah, and he was trying to tap it. I'm like, oh, I'm about to win. Next, reverse, straight. Like we would like do like pretend like kicks and everything. And it got bad to like one time, I think either me or my brother, one of us had flipped on the couch. I think it was my brother. He had flipped and broke the leg of the couch.
Oh my God.
And to this day, I know I'm telling on myself, but to this day, they don't know why the couch is broken.
Wow.
It's because my brother and I were playing so much. And then my cousin would like whenever he would come into town or if he was home or whatever, he would play with us. And that was like all of us flipping on this one tiny ass couch was what made the couch come off of one fucking leg. So now when you push the couch a little bit, it kind of like the leg just comes off. Like it literally just gotta pick the couch up and just put it back on. But you never lived. That's what I was trying to get at. You never had that moment as a kid where you would wrestle and you thought it was like the end of the world. You're about to be the WWE champion, crowned at Money in the Bank. Hell, I have a briefcase right now in my closet that has Money in the Bank taped onto the briefcase. And inside of that briefcase, inside of that briefcase is a contract. To this day, it is a contract to cash in for Money in the Bank.
Do you know the deep history of Five Nights at Freddy's?
I don't give a fuck about Five
You
Nights
never
at
lived.
Freddy's.
You never lived.
I do know about it. But like I said, I was a kid who religiously watched wrestling. I enjoyed watching John Cena come down the ramp. I wanted to go to WrestleMania back in 2013 when
Look,
they were
okay.
in, I think, Miami, Florida.
When I got home from school, I didn't watch Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, whatever. I didn't watch any of it. I came home
And you read
and
a
watched
fucking
Good
book.
Mythical Morning with my sister.
Why were you watching Good Mythical Morning at night? I'm sorry.
No, at 3
Why
when
are
I
you
got home
watching at
from school.
when is this, high school?
No, this is in elementary and middle.
I'm saying you had you get home. I don't know why you got home at 3, but
What do you mean?
I got home at 2:30 because school was out at 2.
Good for
Anywho,
you.
but I had all day. I did my homework. I did everything I had to do. I ate dinner, and I was ready to sit in the den and watch Monday Night Raw.
See, there's the big difference.
You don't understand. Well, I was forced to. You don't understand watching Monday Night Raw from the beginning to the end. We watched it all the way through. It didn't matter who was on the main card or whatever. We watched it religiously. Hell, I used to tell my mom, I want to be Daniel Bryan when I grow up. You don't understand the WWE divas. You pissed me off. You know that?
Have you
pissed
watched
me off.
all of Bob Ross's Paint With Me episodes?
Kobe, you need help.
No, you're the one that needs help.
Why are you watching Bob Ross paintings at the age of 7?
Why weren't you?
Because I had a sliding phone. I didn't get a phone until middle school.
I got one in elementary.
We are two different individuals in two different times.
Yeah, and I was playing Angry Birds and Cut the Rope.
I didn't have that in elementary. We didn't get Cut the Rope until I was in fourth or fifth grade. You know what I played? You know what I played for fun?
What?
Bubble Bash. You know what Bubble Bash is? Bubble Bash. Bubble Bash was a time of my life. It was a great game. And then my mom would play the Diner Dash games, and it was so pixelated that you couldn't really see what was going on. But I played computer games. I sat there and I played Jumpstart. I had a CD from Chick-fil-A. I played Jumpstart day in and day out. I know how to say Hirejoku in Japanese.
Good for you.
Hell, I knew what miso soup was when I was 6.
Konnichiwa.
Not even konnichiwa. I knew songs in Japanese before I could really sing the ABCs. I had a good childhood. And also, thank you to Chick-fil-A for giving me a nice, educated childhood, because without you, I would be like this geezer over here. You don't understand having... Hell, I listen to VeggieTales. That's crazy. I listened to VeggieTales on a CD from Chick-fil-A. You don't understand.
Okay, well, I
didn't
also
have a
listened...
phone. I had it. Kobe, for my birthday, I got a CD player.
I had one of those.
No. I had a CD player with High School Musical CDs in it. You don't understand.
Yeah, we also had High School Musical CDs.
No. When High School Musical first came out, not when your sister had already listened to it 15 times and then gave it to you. You don't understand what it was like to be a kid in 2006. Because you were born in 2006.
Really?
When were you born? 2005?
Yeah.
Ew.
What? Man, whatever. You didn't grow up with old school console games.
That is bullshit.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me all the information you got.
Kobe, I had a GameCube.
You have an NES though?
Maybe I was 5.
Did you have a Super Nintendo though?
I probably did. I know I had the original Xbox.
You remember blowing on the cartridges because they wouldn't work?
I do. Yup. Mm-hmm. I had a Game Boy Advance.
I had one of those. Mine was color,
A
actually.
Nintendo DS.
I had also one of those. And then I got the 3DS later on.
I never got the 3DS. I only had... No, I think I did have the 3DS. No, DSi. I had the DS and the DSi, and that was it.
Oh, I remember the DSi.
Yeah, I had Scribblenauts that time. That was a great Christmas. Thank you, Mom. Hell, Kobe, I had an easy bake oven before I had anything that had like a actual screen on it. I was an actual child. I was making smoothies.
I got a telescope. I was looking at stars. I was dreaming. I actually have a star that's named after me now. You don't have one of those?
I don't care.
Wait.
I don't care.
When you look up at the night sky, just know I'm up there.
Colby, your star is probably dead for all we know by now.
Don't say that. My star is perfectly healthy.
No, it's not.
It's my little Tamagotchi.
Colby, shut up. You don't know nothing about a Tamagotchi.
You don't know anything about... Oh.
Yeah, shut up.
What is the name of it? Oh, no. It was a DS game.
What, Pets?
Thomas something life.
Brain games?
I don't know. It essentially is...
You don't understand playing brain games and not understanding Sudoku at the age of 5. I didn't know any better.
Dude, Sudoku is so much fun.
My mom loved that game so much that she was like, it's not hard. It's so easy. Look at the numbers, and tried to teach me how to do that. I gave up and I went back to playing whatever game that I went back to playing Simpsons. I had the Simpsons game on my DS.
I had a SpongeBob game on my Game Boy Color. Also had a Diego game as well.
Anywho.
Go, Diego, go. Go, Diego, go.
You try to compare your childhood with mine, you cannot. Because not only am I older than you, I experienced the good times of my childhood. The times that you could never experience.
I had friends over at my grandparents' house with a hot tub.
See, that's your problem. You had a hot tub. I went outside and played actual basketball with people.
Basketball's crazy.
Hell, we played baseball in my front yard.
But you didn't get to chill out in a hot tub.
Kobe, I couldn't swim. So what do you expect?
Oh, no. You can't swim?
I said could not. I could not swim. We're talking about the past tense. The past. I could not swim. Shut up. But where... See, you got me all riled up now. I was just trying to tell you about John Cena turning into a bad guy. And we're having a whole debate on our childhood.
'Cause mine was better. I don't understand.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
You did not have to experience the snack lady. No. Not the snack lady. That's an OG. But you
didn't
never
get to experience Y2K.
The ice cream truck coming down. You hear it like it's blaring music, and then next you know you turn, ice cream truck is right there.
Yeah, because when I was born, everybody was afraid that you were going to get kidnapped.
What is this, 1985? No, they were not.
Yes, they were.
You must have been in a bad neighborhood because when in my neighborhood, we had the ice cream truck. Hell, the ice cream truck came by 2 years ago, and we were like, it's still running? It wasn't the same, but it was pretty nice.
No, I just enjoy the Kona ice truck now.
You did not have a good childhood if your mom didn't tell you to hold the MapQuest papers while giving directions trying to go somewhere. Do you know what that's like? Having your mother print out MapQuest papers from her job. She brings it and she goes, okay, we're going on vacation. Next you know, where's my next direction? You fall asleep, you missed your exit.
No, my mom works at a bookstore, so I got a bunch of educational books.
So she's always been at a bookstore. You didn't live. Because if my mom worked at a bookstore, I'm like, Mom, can I get money for the book fair?
I don't get money for the book fair.
You said you didn't have money for the book fair?
Usually no, but then again, I never really asked. I would buy erasers anyways. It wasn't like I bought books.
Those 25-cent erasers. Shut up. The
They
you
were so
probably
much fun.
you probably bought the erasers that smelled like fucking chocolate, but it wasn't the
No,
good kind of chocolate.
no, I bought
Yeah,
like
you did.
a controller eraser that had the buttons that pop out of it and were
Why would you
also an
buy that?
eraser.
I bought the
Huh?
chocolate eraser. Oh, no, I didn't buy the chocolate eraser. Somebody dropped it and I picked it up and I stole it. And that thing
Wow.
stunk. You pissed me off. Like my
That's
child.
very stereotypical.
We are not going to be. We're not going to be stereotypical on this episode. Why are you going to be so mean? Because you are an 05 baby. You don't even know you don't know how bad the recession was at the age of 8. You don't understand how you wouldn't even remember the president. You don't remember any presidential elections at all until you got to middle school, right?
No, actually, our high school did a little thing where they actually made us choose between Mitt Romney and Obama,
As they should. You
which is
said, wait,
insane.
hold on. You said what school? Middle school?
Yeah, no, at my elementary.
Oh, elementary. I think you said, oh my God, okay. As they should. When I tell you that first term that Obama had won, they played that on the TV. I got home from school, mom crying, everybody excited. People were screaming down the street. Next, you know, I get a Barack Obama t-shirt made. You think Kobe, I kid you not. It said Obama. Yes, we can. We did. And then we had the recession. But that's besides the point. I still had a good childhood. I even had to go to Saturday school because I sucked so bad in education. You know, as I think about it, they really screwed us over when I was growing up. But that's besides the point. I had a good childhood. My field days were top tier.
At least your food was better.
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't?
Mm-mm. After Michelle Obama took all of our vending machine snacks, it wasn't that great in middle school.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
We had sugar-free trolley gummy worms. You know what that tastes like? Ass. Yes, ass. That was not good. Hell, we even had that in high school, and like what kids used to do, because like it was like so bad that they would take the trolley gummy worms and then they would mix it with like Sprite Zero.
Dude, I know some people that did that. They put like Sour Patch Kids as well.
Yeah, we didn't have that luxury, but I always bought baked Cheetos.
Ugh.
Those are so good. I love a baked Cheeto. You know, speaking of Cheetos, have you seen the recent JD Vance memes?
I actually looked them up not that long ago.
I
And
have
I
three.
have so many questions.
I have 3 on my phone. My top 3.
I just don't know why, man.
I have Charlie hat JD Vance. I got Do the Roar JD. And then I think I have like World Domination JD.
So why did this guy start getting clowned all of a sudden? Other than the fact that he's a vice president?
That's a great question. I don't even know how. I don't know why it started, but I just know after the meeting with President Zelensky of Ukraine, that's when all the memes started getting like they started coming in more and more. And they had taken one of the fat and JD Vance memes, and they were like, "Oh, Mr. President, you didn't tell him thank you. You must tell him thank you every time. You must tell Daddy President thank you." And everybody kept running with it, and then it turned into, I don't know what it was exactly, but I guess like Zelensky said something, and people were like, "Did you tell Trump thank you? I don't think you told Trump thank you." And so I don't know. It's just I don't hate the guy, but I also don't like the guy. It's just we all came together to just laugh at somebody. Because everybody's
the internet
sensitive
truly
now.
is a scary place.
Everybody's so fucking sensitive when you think about it. And even though Vance finally saw the memes, he didn't take it to heart. He didn't start crying about it or nothing. He decided to post the Leonardo DiCaprio ones, but instead he made his forehead smaller. And they were like, "That is not the joke. You have to." And then someone said, "I fixed it," and it like they blew up his forehead because they called him Babyface. But you know, sidetrack. Everybody's so fucking sensitive nowadays. Have you ever noticed that?
Uh,
Like, you can't say nothing to anybody without them, like, being butthurt about it.
strictly the internet, in
No,
person, or both?
no, this is, like, in general. It's a general, like, statement. Everybody is so fucking sensitive that, like, they want you to feel their pain, even though it's like, everybody's joking about something different. Like, I can give you a great example. I think I can do it. So, somebody had called another person dirt. So person A was looking at person B, and they were like, you're as old as dirt. And they were talking about just people like getting older in general, but they weren't like bullying the person or nothing. They're just like, you look like dirt. And person B got upset, and then person C looks at them and they go, you're loading like a dial up. And that got everybody laughing. Now, person B is getting like, they're getting riled up, they're getting pissed. And they just start going on this whole tangent, and they're like saying, I understand I'm getting old, this and that. But do you think anybody enjoys thinking about getting old? Why are you thinking about getting old? Why are you so pressed about a joke? Because the thing is, like, person A and person C were joking, but person B is so damn sensitive that, like, you can't say nothing to them. And so, like, they got upset. And me being me, I'm just an asshole. And I go, you about to cry? I think you're I'm not trying to antagonize them or nothing. Like, I know, like, with my storytelling, I make it 10 times worse than what it actually is. But I was like, I told person A, I was like, hey, I said, I think they're about to cry. Person A books it, and they go, you about to cry? And person C, I'm about to mimic the Vance memes. They go, do you think there's a tear in my eye? I see no tears in my eye. I feel no tears. Why would I cry? Why are you getting pressed? And it turned into a whole thing where, like, when I say, like, you would have thought a tornado came in and sucked everybody up. Pause. But you would have thought, like, they took the life out of everybody. And it turned into, like, you could hear a pin drop. And I'm just like, why are you so sensitive? And then I guess they slept on that the next day, and they came back and they were like, hey, like, when the person A, and they were like, oh, don't think I forgot what you said to me calling me dirt. Let it go. It's a joke.
I don't know. I don't
like the thing is, like, they weren't making, like, the people weren't making fun of them because of how, like, because of whatever the case may have been. They were just trying to make a joke, because you know that I'm known for making old people jokes all the time, right?
Yeah, as the resident old person.
Shut up. But like, yeah, person B got so upset about it that, like, they literally slept on it. And I'm like, bro, relax. It's not that deep. We're all joking, because the thing was, like, everybody was laughing except for them. And I'm like, it's not bullying, because we were all laughing. You tried to join in on the joke, and it failed It failed because they started, like, they were being an asshole to somebody else that wasn't even in the room. And I'm like, you can't pull somebody in if they don't know what you're talking about. You were there in the moment. Talk about, like, somebody within that circle.
Yeah.
Don't be butthurt because we're all joking and you just happen to be there. And then they kept getting upset. Better do another Vance impression. They were like, if I'm not that old, because the person A is only a year or two older than me. And person A was like, I'm younger than you. I just turned, like, however old they had just turned. I was like, damn, grandma. And, like, everybody started laughing again because, like, it was funny. And I'm just like, why is everybody so sensitive over, like, friendly banter, you know?
I mean, it's also, you also got to think about the person making the joke, because, like, it takes a lot of skill to make a joke like that and it come across in good light to everybody around.
it's the fact that it was funny to everybody but the main person. But the main person that was like getting joked on, they don't like jokes at all. Like, you can make one comment and like their whole day is ruined. But when they do it to you, you're supposed to laugh with them. Don't switch it. Like, if you can't handle the joke, don't tell jokes either.
Yeah.
Don't be sorry now.
If you can't handle the fire, don't spit it.
But speaking of getting old, I walked into work today, and I looked at somebody, and I said, "Oh, nice to you to join us today at work." And they were like, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, they let you out of the retirement home today, didn't they?" And they thought it was the funniest thing ever. And then like not even 30 minutes later, they walk up to me and they were like, "So who picked you up from daycare?" And I was like, "What the fuck?"
See, I love that.
I said, "Well, damn." I said, and the thing is, I started laughing like you. Like, you know how like you laugh, but you go, oh, 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 oh.
Fuck you.
I was doing that laugh. And I was like, bro, there was no way grandma is getting on to me. And I was like, so me being me, I was like, yeah, my mom picked me up from daycare. She goes, I bet. I was like, thanks, grandma.
Clapbacks are the best.
And like how she said it, it was like so like it was like not random, but like it was so on par to what we were literally talking about. And I was like, damn. What? Damn. Like, I've been like, I can take a joke. I can like if you're not trying to like be, if you're not intentionally trying to be rude to me, I'll laugh with you if it's funny. If it's not funny, I'm like, boo, you suck. But like somebody told me that I farted dust one time, and I was like, why would you say that to me?
Free will.
I said, I'm not that old. They were like, yeah, you are. Because they were, I think I'm like 10 years older no, I'm not 10 years older. Jesus Christ, I'm old.
Take your meds, grandma. It's time for bed.
I'm not medicated. But I mean, it was just like, people just like, they're so sensitive. And like, I'm glad that like, you know who you can and cannot joke with. But the ones who are like downers and like they want everyone to feel like their pain, just bottle it up and just put some tape over your mouth and just shut up, please. Like, if you can't enjoy a good joke, just let it go. Just walk away. Do the walk of shame.
I never really encounter many people that can't take a joke.
Oh, I have. I mean,
like, I'm not going to say that I haven't.
But the thing is, it's the same fucking person. That's why like, I'm getting heated because it's no. It's two different people. It is two different people. One's old, one is young. But they can't take a fucking joke. They always think somebody's bullying them. And I'm like, bro, grow up. What do you do? Grow up. It's 2025. I'm not going to call them a bitch. That's disrespectful. Don't be a punk. Laugh. Ha ha.
Punk.
Shut up.
Yeah, don't be a dweeb.
Don't be a loser. Sorry. That's disrespectful too. My bad. But I don't know. Just people
don't be a chump.
Good one.
Thanks.
You know, have you ever in your no. Hold on. I have to cough. Give me a second. Okay.
Oh, she just hit the dab.
Anywho, have you heard the song about the McDonald's in the Pentagon?
No.
Oh, that is a good one. Like, when I say, like, that song, it makes me happy. Like, it reminds me of Phineas and Ferb, but it's so catchy because, like, it's not good, but it's not bad. But I don't know, it's just different.
It's a song?
Yeah, it's a whole song.
Oh.
And you told me you've never heard it before.
Probably not.
You ready?
Sure.
McDonald's in the Pentagon. Yeah, there's not a bunch of spots for lunch, but it's a killer gig back flipping up the Big Mac. Serve them in the Pentagon. Serve them in the Pentagon. The vendors came and went there. Yeah, their vendors came and it did not go well for Taco Bell. And there was all that stress at the old Panda Express. espresso. There's a
But there's a McDonald's in the Pentagon. But then, like, as the song continues to go on, they say that, like, DoorDash messed up because people are able to put in orders for the Pentagon, but they cannot get access into the Pentagon.
Yeah.
And then how the song ends, it goes, "Bitch, you hit the Pentagon." Because DoorDash hit the Pentagon. But the crazy thing is, there is an actual McDonald's in the Pentagon.
Is there like a Macy's as well?
I don't think there's a Macy. I think there's like my guess, like I didn't really look into it, but I think it's like a Subway, Panda Express. I don't think Taco Bell's there. But there's different like food. It's like a food court kind of ordeal. But it's a nice little song. And I was like, for I think 2 weeks I was singing it back to back. I would come into work and I'm like, did you know there's a McDonald's in the Pentagon? And the way people were like, no, and I start singing it. And then after a certain point, like I would just be standing there and I'm like, bitch, you hit the Pentagon. And I just started laughing in my head because I think it's like the funniest thing ever.
Is this one of your weird obsessions?
Yeah, one of them. It was like a song that was stuck in my head the whole time. It was a good one. 7.5 out of 10 that I do recommend. Like, it's catchy, but then, like, I still don't know the words fully. I just know certain parts of it.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's a good song. But speaking of DoorDash. This is a long episode. My word. So sorry, everybody.
We're 51 minutes in.
It's okay. Because what do we do?
Might be a little less with editing.
No, what do? We produce longer episodes so that y'all can enjoy for next week. But this is going to be a long ass episode. But have you ever experienced like a rude DoorDash driver or like just any like food delivery driver in general?
No, actually, having done DoorDash before, I know a bit of like how they operate and how the whole system works.
I thought they don't let children do DoorDash.
Man, whatever. Shut up. Anyway, there was this guy that came in just the other day, and there was another guy as well. Like both doing DoorDash. One of them was trying to figure out how to like fix his app because it wasn't showing that he was here. So it wasn't like allowing him to complete the pickup for the order. Thankfully, the other guy that came in, who was also doing DoorDash, came over, helped, and got him all set up, told him a few tips on the job about it. And before the guy left, I went and grabbed a cookie really fast. I gave it to him. I was like, thank you for helping out with humanity.
He's a thief.
I didn't eat the cookie. It was his cookie.
Oh, okay.
I didn't take the cookie.
Statement redacted.
I don't steal.
I think my story, I said rude DoorDash driver. Or dasher or delivery driver. I said rude, not a good person.
Yeah. He was a good person.
I said rude or mean because I'm going to give, you know what? You can keep your good one.
Well, no. Look, here's the thing. I think bad attitude breeds bad people. I think you just are a magnet to it.
Oh, you just pissed me off.
And I'm a great person.
Okay.
So all the great people are attracted to me.
Listen to the story. You have to listen to this.
Oh, sure.
This was in I think it was 2020 or 2021. My guess is 2021. No, it was 2020. So 2020, I'm working at this one restaurant and we had DoorDash. And at the time, like, of course, like it was during COVID. So you could not come inside. We could give DoorDash drivers their order outside, like through the door, like through the window.
Mm-hmm.
And so this guy comes up. Keep in mind, it's like I think it's hot, like around the summertime or so. This guy comes. I'm outside and I'm getting ready to hand people their orders, and he's already like right off the bat, he's already being rude to me. I didn't say anything. I just said like, "Hey, how are you? What's the name on the DoorDash?" Because they were like, "Hey, we've got a DoorDash driver coming up." And he said something. And I said, "Oh, okay, I guess I'll go look for it." So I tell the person that's inside, I was like, hey, like, order for so, like, you have DoorDash for so and so. And the guy just like, he just starts getting like even more like irritated. And this is when like the Black Lives Matter stuff was going around and people were just getting pissy about the election. So he's already like disrespectful. And I said, do you mind if I see the name again? He goes, can you not fucking read? And I was like, oh, that's where we're going today. Okay, great. So he pulls up his phone and he shows it at like he's literally like you would have thought he's about to hit me in my face, but like how he had the phone. So he shows his hand out trying to show me, and he goes read it, and I'm like, And I told my manager, I said, I do not feel comfortable like dealing with this. And they would just read what's on the phone. I said, you're trying to antagonize what's going on. And they were like, just read it. And I'm like, before I turned back around, I said, if shit goes south, this is on your ass, and I want you to feel bad about it. And so I turned around and I read the name, and he was like, oh, you can fucking read. I said, just give me the damn order. Just give me the order. So as I get the order, I give it to him. He snatches it. And before he pulls off, he calls me the N-word with a hard R. And I look at him and I said, okay. He speeds off because he knows he's in the wrong. He speeds off. I get his license plate. I go inside and I'm very I'm angry, but I'm still calm because I know how to keep my composure. So I come inside and I tell the manager higher than the person that I had to deal with at the window. I go, hey, like this. I said, manager A was like antagonizing, making things worse, and this, that, and the third. And I said, I got called a racial slur because somebody got upset over an order, and it ended up being like everybody's like, oh my god, like what did he say to you? What did he say to you? And I was like, he called me the N-word with a hard R, and we only had a few black people working at this location, so you're already dealing with like less than 5 black people working. And they're already getting like called racial slurs, and this is like, at the peak of like we're finally being allowed to come back out after the curfews and everything. And what they ended up doing is like they asked me, did you get the license plate? I said, yeah. Not only did I get this man banned from DoorDash, I got him banned from any other delivery service. If you're going to be an ass, cool, you won't have a job anymore. And the thing was, what makes it even more crazy, he was from Florida.
Ugh.
I was in North Carolina when this happened. So it was a whole ass Florida man that made my entire shift worse. And it turned into the boss and everything. He came in the next day because he heard about it. He pulled me aside and he apologized himself. He said, I am so sorry that you had to deal with that. No one should ever have to deal with that. Especially at how things are going now in the world. No one should have to deal with that. If that ever happens again, he promised to give me like the next day off and everything. And he asked me if I needed anything. And that was like one of my favorite people ever. But what I'm trying to get at, it's like DoorDash drivers, there's just always like some, like not always, but some of them, like the ones that come in with the attitudes, they're already like, they're gonna give you a hard time no matter what. So recently there was a DoorDash driver that came in. But before they had came in, somebody like the person who ordered, they had called and they were like, hey, can I get extra of the extra toppings, and can I get like an additional like things of like, can I get additional cups of ice? And I said, yeah, I can do that for you. I can, get that for you and everything. And I made that order for them. So I bagged it and everything, and I got it ready to go. And the dasher comes in. And before I give them the food, I said, hey, just letting you know, they just called and they added some other stuff to their order. Already off the bat, they were like, what the fuck? What is going on? What the fuck? And the thing is, they didn't see the order yet. So I gave them the order and they were like, why does someone need all these fucking cups of ice? What are they trying to do? Distribute it or sell it? What is going on? And I said, I said, they called and they just want to make sure that they get it. Kobe, they did not give the entire order. Because the person came in the next day and they said, y'all owe me this and that. I said, y'all. I said, we don't owe you anything because I made sure that you got what you needed before it left the building.
Mm-hmm.
And what ended up happening was it was 2 drink holders and then a bag of food. They got the bag of food, but they only got 1 drink holder. So what ended up happening was the driver had taken the drinks and they had like, I don't know what they did, but they basically like threw the drink holder at the door. So everything was like smushed and like spilled everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm telling them what happened, this person walks around, like they walk through the grass and gets to the door. And this person, like they don't have any shoes on. And like you can tell like they're like a little distraught. They come around the corner. Like they pass in front of the car that I'm talking to and they motion for somebody. Like they don't even look at me. They go, y'all need to call someone because somebody's getting like assaulted somewhere. And they take off running to the running, but they take off to the left.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody runs out to go chase him down. The driver that I was talking to, like they drive forward and they're like, ma'am, how can I help you? How can I what can I do to help you? What is going on? Like, do we need to call someone? Do we need to call 911? What is going on? And the person, like they just like the lady just keeps walking. And from what I heard, like I went inside, but what I heard was that like the lady got too close to the driver's car and the driver sped off out of fear. And people come running back in. They're like, go get the manager, like, and go tell them to call 911. You would have thought this lady had like doused herself in like gasoline and lit herself on fire how they were acting. You would have thought she was shooting somebody how they were acting. So go to the back, try to go get somebody. And the person that was on door, they had already beat me to the manager's office. Kobe, how's that even possible?
Mm-hmm.
So like they booked it or whatever, and they end up like chasing the lady. Like everyone is like trying to chase the lady, find the lady, call the cops or whatever. And she ended up going down, like she goes down the hill to the Waffle House. She comes back up, and at this point, I'm outside minding my business, and there's like maybe 1 or 2 cop cars like across the street. So she comes back up, but now she's talking to somebody outside, and she goes, "I'm not black. I'm Chinese. I'm Chinese and Mexican." And they were like, "Oh, okay, that's nice, I guess." And she asked for a specific drink to be made. And they were like, "Oh, well, you can order that, but you have to go inside and go like, pick it up because we can't serve you just in the drive-thru."
Mm-hmm.
So she goes inside. And at this point, I go inside to go get another radio because mine had died. And as I'm coming inside, this lady, like the lady stops one of the 16-year-olds that we have. She stops him and she's asking him questions. I can't really hear it, but at one point she was like, she said, "Are you like 20 something years old?" And he was like, "No, ma'am, I'm 16. And she was like, "Can you take me home?" And he was like, "No, ma'am, I cannot take you home." She said that she would do anything to make sure that she got a ride home. And I said, "What the fuck?" Okay. So I walk behind them and I motioned for the kid. I'm like, "Stop talking. Just go to the back." So he stops talking. He goes, "Well," he said, "I hope you find a ride home or something." Leaves. Now we got 3 to 4 cop cars. This lady had 5 cop cars just for her.
Jesus.
Just for her. She eventually left, but it was just like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? And
Free
then
will.
I guess so, but the thing is, like, we have so many issues. Like, that side of town where like all the motels are at and everything. That side of town is so notorious for God knows what. You've had people, I guess, overdose. You had people abuse drugs. You had people do so many things just there. And like everybody has known that area since I moved down here. That's not a good thing. They have remodeled it and everything, but it's still the same issue. You have people that need help and they're making it harder for anybody else. Like that's why no one stays on that side of town because it's so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was just one of like many incidents that have happened in that area since I moved back home. But there was another incident. I don't know if you remember this one, but there was a guy that came in, and I think I've told you this story, how he came in and somebody was cleaning the bathrooms, and he had taken like the bleach and he sprayed himself with it, like in his face. And so he had sprayed his face with it, like sprayed his face and took like napkins, started cleaning himself, and he kept saying that he was dirty. And as he was doing that, he was asking people for money. He was asking for cash. And it got to the point where like he would walk in, walk out, walk in, walk out. And even at our time of like closing the inside, he was still walk in, walk out, walk in, walk out. And I was like, how did he even get back in here? The last time that he got back in, he asked for a marker. Everybody told him no, except for one person. This person said, yeah, I got you. He gives him a dry erase marker. He takes the cap off. He starts drawing on his shirt and saying that he needed to cleanse himself. And then he walks out again.
Cleanse himself of the devil.
I don't even know, but he was tripping on something. So he walks out again, but this time he goes down the street. I'm taking people down, because where our parking lot is at, I'm taking people down to their cars. And as I'm coming back up, I see like this black figure walking down the hill, walking down the street. And I'm like, is that who I think it is? So I'm looking. Lo and behold, this motherfucker is walking down the street. He sees, I pull somebody else, and the guy ends up seeing the person that I pulled. He starts walking faster. So the person that I pulled, they said, oh, hell no, I'm going back in. So they go in. I pull another person. So I tell my manager, and I'm like, hey, can you please, I'm like, is that who I think it is? And keep in mind, dude is still speed walking. So the manager comes out, he's looking, he goes, yep, it's him again. Cops come. That whole situation is done. He shows up again a week later. Like the week after I came back from vacation, he shows up again. But this time, he's asking for Cash App. And I said, oh, he upgraded. So now, instead of him asking for cash, he's asking for Cash App. Great. He's asking for Cash App. And now it gets to the point where he has dirt or something. I don't know how he got it. I don't know where he got it from. But he has like straight dirt. And I think he was getting it from like the construction site across the street. He takes the dirt and he clogs the drain with the dirt. Now, what drains, Colby, you may ask? He is clogging the men's restroom with dirt.
What a guy.
He was clogging all the sinks. And it's only 2 sinks in the restroom. He's clogging them and sabotaging. So now he's not only harassing people, but he's ruining the things that we have. Cops get called again. But this time, he gets trespassed. So now, if he ever shows up, he will be going to jail. That side of town, where I'm trying to get at mainly, is that it's always up to no good. You never really know like people's intentions, but 9 times out of 10, they're on something. And I'm sure that man was on something, and I'm certain that lady was on something too. But we're supposed to act like everything is all peachy on that side of town when you have, I don't want to call them crackheads because you never know people's situation or anything. But you always they're abusing something, and they need help. And at this point, it's just maybe it's time to just tear down the places and move them somewhere, move them elsewhere. Because that area is nothing but bad news. I've seen because I've been over there for so long, just been working over there for so long. It's not getting any better.
If anything, it's getting worse.
Right, they're building all these fucking hotels, and then you don't have any restaurants on that side of town for a reason. You just have one restaurant across from it, but other than that, you have nothing else. Hell, the Dairy Queen is closed most of the time, on the inside.
True.
But they're all right there. I don't know. People just we need everybody's built different. We live in a simulation to where you never know what to expect of people.
That's free will.
Stop saying everything's free roll. It's just like I don't
You don't
know.
go around just saying whatever you want.
I mean, I do, but like you don't see me abusing drugs and being high in the moment and doing something to somebody that I don't even know.
Well, the fun thing is you could do all of what they're doing without abusing anything. Ever thought about that?
That's just public indecency.
You can still do it.
Or no, that's public indecency, disorderly conduct, and just plain out harassment. When you think about it.
Sure.
I mean, but the crazy thing is, like, every time something happens, it's always one of us. Like, why can't it be like a white person or something? Like, I'm not saying white people are bad, but y'all know how to have fun when y'all do stuff.
We know how to have fun.
It's fun. It's funny when y'all get in trouble. It's not funny when we get in trouble. Just a cry for help. Shut up, Kobe. But
wow, very stereotypical.
No, it's not. I'm just saying, like, why can't y'all just have like just a random white person that comes in and they're just tweaking off of whippets or something.
Why haven't we done that at work yet?
Right. Like I want to see like always whippets. But I will say, as the night goes on, I hope all of y'all are enjoying this episode. I know it was a long one. You can listen to it in different parts, whether you want to listen to half of it now or the entire thing now. You have a week to listen to the entire episode. If you enjoyed this episode, let us know. If there's a story that you want us to cover, let us know in the link down below, or just tell us on Instagram. And if you know what, Kobe, I'll let you never mind, I'm not even gonna let you close it out. It's fine, I got it. But if you enjoy this episode, please let us know. Rate it, share it. I don't care if it's with your dog, whoever. And I know this is a long ass episode. I know it's a long one. It's a doozy. It's a good one.
My cat's being a menace, okay?
Your cat's always been a menace, but we will be a menace to society again. And with all that being said, I will see you guys next time.
Stay frosty.